Okay, let's start working today on Google Slides. I want you to go to your apps and find your drive. And just like we did last week, I would like you to find your RTI November folder. Go ahead and open that. And then you can see the Google drawing that we did last week. I want you to hit New, Google Slides. And remember, when we open it in this folder, it's going to save it in this folder. So what do we always do when we start something new? We name it. Remember naming it? We go up to the top of our page. We name our files. So this time we're going to do research. And then go ahead and let's do your first initial, last initial again like we did last week. So if you share this with me, I can see. And now we've named at the top. And then we're going to decide over here on our right hand side our themes. Let's pick a blue theme. And then let's go ahead and type in the word research right here on our theme. And then let's do by and your name. After you've typed in research by and your name, later you can go back and add color. But I'm not sure if you've been in Google Slides before, but over here on the top left-hand side, you can hit the plus button. And in that plus button, it'll add a new slide for you. It looks a little different because that's how the theme goes. So let's say we're going to do research on animals. Maybe we can pick polar animals on this slide. Hit a plus. Let's do desert animals on this slide. Hit another plus. Click. Remember, when you click in the box and you get that blinking light, that's telling you that you can type. See that little blinking light there? Let's do polar, desert, jungle, and let's do one more plus. Let's do water, animals. Okay. All right. I've shortened my screen just a little bit so we can kind of focus up here on the toolbar. And notice your toolbar looks different when you click on different things on your screen. When you click on the text box, did you notice some of the text box items came up? And when you click on the blue, you don't have all of those choices. So if you're confused and you can't find how to change the colors of your text, then you need to click on that box. Let's review last week how we can insert a picture. Remember, we did two things. We hit insert, we hit image, and we went to the search button right here. And after we typed the search button, we could go down after we typed in the word. Let's see if we're going to do polar bears. We could go hit search. After I hit the search button, then we can hit the different type. If we want clip art, remember, we can get different clip arts. Or if we want photographs, we could hit different photographs. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one here because I think I'm going to talk about the Cubs. And then remember, we drag when we see those four, that movable button right here that looks like a compass rose. We can drag that around. The other option is to go to Tools, Research. And remember, over here in Tools Research, we're going to search. We could type in the same thing, polar. And if you need help with spelling, you can write the word on your dry erase board and I'll help you spell it. Hit enter. And you can get your pictures this way. What you don't want to do is double click on the picture. Remember, you want to click. Give me just a second to fix my screen. What we don't want to do is double click on this so it'll open a new tab. Well, let me click outside because that didn't work. But if I click on it, well, of course it's not happening for you guys, right? If I double click on it, Maybe it's single click. Well, anyway, I take it and I drag it over. Remember, when I leave the link on there, it's going to click on it and take me to that website right here. If I want to remove that, I hit remove. If I want to make it big, do not use the inside corners. That warps it, makes the picture look funny, like this. Doesn't look good, does it? Hit the undo button. Go to the corners to make it bigger and smaller. One last thing I want to show you about the pictures that I hadn't shown you last week is if you want to put some pictures on top of each other, you can click your picture and go to arrange. Arrange like you would move something around, order, and you could send this back right here. And that would put it behind the other picture on the other side. Okay, so we just reviewed going over insert, image, or tools, clicking on research, and then I just showed you how to do two pictures, one on front, one on the back. You click on it, hit arrange, order, and let's see, I can send that one back now. Okay, so then you can layer some of your pictures a little better. What I didn't mention last week is that when you're in slides, let me close the research button here, close the theme button. Only thing that you'll see when you present is the area that's in blue. You won't see anything out here. So if your picture's hanging off the edge like this, then when you go to present, see how the picture is hanging off the edge, not like we want it. We didn't get to see his face right over here. So if I go back and I move it back in my white space, and if you're not sure, you can hit present. Now I can see his face. So you want to be wary of that. And make sure you leave everything in your white space down here.